All right, you guys, what's going on? This your boy Town. So I got like around maybe 10 minutes to spare. So I thought I would go live because I'm just laughing because you got people that's really trying to justify Tiafimo flat out ducking a $11 million payday and a fight with Devin Haney. Now keep in mind, people keep saying Devin Haney is this, he's that, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that, but yet here it is, Tiafimo once again. He been offered $11 million, but he doesn't want to take the fight. And then you got these morons actually trying to justify, oh, nobody don't want to see that. Oh, because all he gonna do is run. How long is y'all gonna keep making these excuses? At the end of the day, TL just don't believe that he could beat Devin. He just all talk. He all talk. No, no, he just a barker. He don't really bite. You know, like James Brown used to say, he talk loud and don't be saying nothing. And it is what it is. And then Ellie said back. I don't usually name names, but Ellie is really starting to come across as a moron and showing a lack of journalistic integrity and basically just flat out lying. I can't believe that Ellie had the audacity to try to say Tiafimo is the A side. The A side in what? Talking about, did you see Devin's last fight and did you see what Ryan, like, at the end of the day, Ellie, you starting to come across as being suspect, dude. You still supporting Ryan Garcia after all that racist stuff he said about black people. And then you riding with Tiafimo, another dude that just said racist stuff about black people. Now I know you have a brother that worked for you, but at the end of the day, what does that mean? You know, who happens to be a friend of mine. But Ellie, you looking real suspect right now. You that bent out of shape about what allegedly happened between you and Bill. You that emotionally detached. Are you serious, dude? How could you sit up there and tell a bold-faced lie that Tiafimo is the A side when this man fight in ballrooms and conference rooms? Because I can basically, you know, I can basically put up a report and we can look up Tiafimo's last few fights and where he's fought at and the attendance. I can look up the attendance. I can look at the capacity that the facility holds. Ellie, you sure you want to play these games? Ellie, you look like a fool. And if anybody buy what Ellie said back is trying to sell, you full of shit just like him. You are in denial and you are a straight up liar. Ellie, you are a fucking liar. And no way, shape, or form is Tiafimo anybody's A side. Okay? That you're not making any kind of sense. You coming across as a scorned lover or something, like, bro, you, like, for real, Ellie, you supposed to be the elder statesman, you supposed to be better than this, but at the end of the day you are emotionally attached and you back up racist. I know you get all that access to Robert Garcia's GM stuff, and I know you be around a lot of Mexicans. That's cool though, but at the end of the day you got to call it how it is though. But you sitting up here justifying a duck, come on. And then you got that other clown in New York trying to justify he a clown too. Now I ain't saying his name because at the end of the day, he's a nobody. But Ellie, I'm not cloud chasing you. I'm not needing to cloud chase you. You just come across, you just sound lame, and you're lying. You're not even having a difference of opinion. You're flat out lying. In no way, shape, or form is Tiafimo Lopez a side going into a fight with Devin Haney. I can look up Devin Haney's last 5 locations where he's fought at and how many people came to see him fight. So at the end of the day, but here's the thing: you keep talking about what happened with Devin Haney. Did you see Canelo's fight? How bad Canelo looked in his last fight? Oh, you ain't gonna say nothing about Canelo because he's Mexican. Now, and that's cool, Ellie, that you be having your head up those Mexicans' asses. That's cool because they give you access. That's cool though. But at the end of the day, you just showing how fake you is. I mean, somebody got to say this. Like I said, he the A side, and this man can't sell out. I mean, T.O. can't sell. T.O. can't sell out a porta potty. That man can't even get 7,000 people to come see him fight. They put him in smaller arenas. He still couldn't even fill up half the joint. They tried to put him at the Mandalay Bay. He sold like 4, 5, 6,000 tickets at the most. And he probably sold like 5, and they probably gave like 1,000 away. They put him in Madison Square Garden, the arena. He sold like 7,000 tickets in a stadium that holds 20,000 at capacity. That's why he been fighting in conference rooms and in ballrooms, because he can't sell no tickets. No, I'm just saying. Listen, Vegas Mark, Ellie telling a flat out lie. Ellie had the audacity to say that Tiafimo is the A side in a negotiation with Devin Haney. Man, just telling a flat out lie. At the end of the day, Ellie is the one that's slowly killing his credibility, and that's why Caleb Plant checked him. And he didn't do nothing. He looked like he was about to pee on himself when Caleb Plant ran up on him. Eventually, I'm gonna run into Ellie Setback, and I'm gonna have a conversation with him. And no, I'm not threatening Ellie. I ain't like that, but I'm gonna have a conversation with him, because at the end of the day, this vendetta that he got against Devin Haney ain't never did nothing to him. And these personal attacks on Devin Haney is crazy. Everybody got something to say. The man is shadow boxing. They got something to say. Like, why you so bothered about him and what happened with Ryan Garcia? Y'all don't want to face the fact that Ryan Garcia cheated. He ain't shit without those PEDs. It was proven when he fought Rolly. And then he backed out of the rematch because he knew he wasn't going to be able to use his power pellets. Ryan Garcia told lie after lie about how that shit got in his system, but Devin Haney is the villain. And then you got all these boxers that went in on him, these so-called brothers. And then you got Tarver, who's so desperate for a paycheck, is talking about he willing to train Tiafimo. Like I said, man, niggas can't be on code to save their life. Man, T.O. been a lame. He a lame. He a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? He's a goof troop. I'm talking about he's goofy. When I say he's the epitome of goofy, you know, the funny thing is Devin Haney stay on everybody's mind. It's so funny. Whenever you bring up Devin Haney's name, it lead to views. You ask somebody about Devin Haney and they make a comment, good or bad, it get 10, 20, 30,000 views. So Devin Haney is a commodity. He one of the hottest guys smoking in boxing. Love him or hate him. And at the end of the day, this hatred that people got towards Devin Haney is just pure racism. And that's just the bottom line. And people gotta just call it how it is. It's just pure racism. Like I said, I just laughed at the fact that Ellie sat up there and actually tweeted that or whatever it is, or whatever it's called. He actually had the audacity to sit up there and try to post something online saying that TL is, that's like you played yourself. You played yourself. It don't matter how Devin performed in his last fight. He's the A side. Unless Devin is fighting somebody like Tank or Terrence Crawford, or for real, Devin Haney is gonna be the A side because he can headline, and he can sell over 10,000 tickets. That's just fact. Tiafimo don't have no fan base. Devin got twice as many followers than him, and Devin is a proven ticket seller. Proven. They didn't try to make T.O. a commodity. They didn't try to put him in arenas, and he just don't sell no tickets because nobody wants to come see him fight. And the funny thing is, that's the thing. He talk all this shit about black people, but then he tries to emulate us, like a lot of people do. Man, he don't have no identification. He don't have no identity. He don't know who he is. My thing is people say, "Oh, Devin is lame," because Devin don't portray himself as a street dude, and that's something that's seriously wrong with the black community, and that's just real talk. But Ellie, he's a lame and he's a flat out liar. I can't believe that Ellie actually posted that habitual lie online that Tio is an A side. Like, dude, you sound dumb. But you go ahead, Ellie, and continue to kill your credibility. You should anybody that's buying into what Ellie is saying, it says a lot about your character. And it shows that you are in denial and that you're delusional. You probably one of them people, Ellie probably believe in the Easter bunny. Ellie probably you gotta be delusional to say that Tio is an A side. Ellie probably believe in the Easter bunny. He probably believe in the tooth fairy. It's people like that that would only buy into what Ellie Setback is saying. Those are the type of people that believe wrestling is real. But anyway, I got to get out of here. We'll continue this talk later on.